Kimchi presents a fascinating case study in how fermented foods from completely different cultural traditions can serve similar functional roles within dietary patterns. And I want to explore both the benefits and the practical considerations of incorporating this Korean staple into Mediterranean eating. The probiotic diversity in kimchi is exceptional. We're talking about lactobacillus species, plus other beneficial bacteria that develop during the fermentation process. What makes kimchi particularly interesting is that the bacterial strains are different from those found in Mediterranean fermented foods like yogurt or pickled olives. This diversity matters because we're learning that microbiome health isn't just about quantity of beneficial bacteria, but about diversity. Having a wide range of bacterial species appears to correlate with better health outcomes across multiple systems. The fermentation process itself transforms the vegetables. Vitamin levels actually increase, particularly vitamin K and certain B vitamins, including small amounts of B12, which is quite rare in plant foods. The antioxidant capacity increases during fermentation as well, as bacteria break down plant cell walls and make phytonutrients more bioavailable. The fiber remains intact and becomes somewhat predigested, which may make it easier for the gut to process. From a practical standpoint, kimchi adds this intense, complex flavor, spicy, sour, funky, savory all at once, that can transform simple meals. Adding chopped kimchi to grain bowls instantly elevates them from plain to exciting. Mixing it into pasta dishes with olive oil creates this fusion that works surprisingly well. The acidity from fermentation balances rich olive oil, much like how lemon or tomatoes function in traditional Mediterranean dishes. Now, we need to address some significant concerns. Commercial kimchi is often extremely high in sodium. We're talking upwards of 500 to 700 milligrams per half-cup serving. For individuals managing hypertension or following DASH principles, this is problematic. The solution is seeking out lower sodium versions or making your own, which allows complete control over salt content. Homemade kimchi can be made with significantly less salt while still fermenting successfully, especially if you're comfortable with slightly shorter shelf life. The spiciness is another barrier for many people. Traditional kimchi uses substantial amounts of Korean red pepper flakes, creating significant heat. Starting with mild versions or making your own with reduced pepper allows you to get the fermentation benefits without the burn. This is particularly important for children or individuals with sensitive stomachs or conditions like gastritis. There's a quality issue that's crucial to understand. Many supermarket kimchi products are not actually fermented. They're made with vinegar to simulate the sour flavor and pasteurized for shelf stability, killing any beneficial bacteria. You need to look for refrigerated kimchi that specifically states it's naturally fermented and contains live cultures. The ingredient list should show no vinegar, just vegetables, pepper, salt, garlic, ginger, and perhaps fish sauce or other traditional seasonings. For vegetarians and vegans, traditional kimchi often contains fish sauce or shrimp paste for umami depth. Vegetarian versions exist, but are less traditional. This is worth checking if you're avoiding animal products. The incorporation into Mediterranean meals requires some creativity, but can be quite successful. Serving kimchi as part of a mezzi spread alongside hummus, olives, and vegetables creates this probiotic-rich assortment that hits multiple beneficial bacteria strains. Adding kimchi to frittatas or omelets with feta and herbs bridges flavors in ways that work surprisingly well. The fermented tang complements cheese and eggs beautifully. One warning that's not often discussed: fermented foods can trigger histamine reactions in some individuals. People with histamine intolerance may experience headaches, flushing, or digestive distress from kimchi and other fermented foods. Additionally, for those with compromised immune systems or pregnant women, there's theoretical concern about consuming unpasteurized fermented foods, though actual risk appears quite low with properly made kimchi. The environmental and cultural perspective matters too. Kimchi represents an ancient preservation technique that extends the life of vegetables without refrigeration, aligning with Mediterranean principles of seasonal eating and preservation. Making kimchi at home can be a wonderful practice in food preparation that connects us to traditional foodways and reduces reliance on industrial food systems.